What was this?
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Good. Twice the pride, double the fall.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're looking at the origins of Star Wars villain Count Dooku.
I'm afraid.
I know you are.
I'm afraid it is too late.
For this video, we're taking a deep dive into the life of this Jedi Master turned Dark Lord of the Sith. We're including information from the anthology series Tales of the Jedi, so consider this your spoiler alert. Is Dooku up there with your favorite Star Wars villains? Tell us in the comments. Youngling. Dooku showed immense potential from a young age, but a series of disappointments and tragedies became inflection points that led him down a dark path. The first of these came when he was just an infant. Born on Sereno in the year 102 BBY, Dooku manifested his Force sensitivity as a child. However, his father, ruler Count Gora, saw Force users as freaks and demanded that the Jedi take him away. He left the infant Dooku naked outside, where spine wolves would have eaten him had a Jedi Seeker not found him. He learned of this abandonment as a youngling during a galactic festival on Sereno, after a furious Count Gora rebuked Grandmaster Yoda for bringing his son. This is how Dooku discovered who his father was, and that he had a sister Jenza and a brother Ramil. Throwing himself into his training, Dooku became incredibly skilled, and would go on to master Form 2, a style of lightsaber combat designed for dueling.
Protect others. How does a Jedi? Build your own lightsaber, you shall.
In fact, during the initiate trials, he beat his friend Sifo Dyas while wearing a blindfold and with one hand behind his back. He had hoped to become the Padawan of Leen Kostana, who studied darkside relics, but a higher honor awaited, becoming the apprentice of Grandmaster Yoda himself. Padawan. Yoda would also disappoint Dooku, however. In 85 BBY, Sifo Dyas had a Force vision of a solar storm hitting the planet Protobranch. Unconvinced, Yoda wished to meditate on the vision, and refused to issue a warning. Together with Yoda, Dooku was on the planet when the storm hit, and witnessed its apocalyptic devastation firsthand. Despite massive loss of life, the main concern of Protobranch's senator was reduction in its Bacta exports. The disaster was a serious blow to Dooku's faith in the Order and the Republic. At 20 years old, Dooku returned to Sereno for his mother's funeral, but was attacked by his hostile father. On a subsequent mission, when a darkside cult captured Dooku, Sifo Dyas, and Kostana, Dooku had visions of different futures. The Jedi seizing control of the Senate in one, and the Clone Wars and extermination of the Jedi in another.
Execute Order 66.
To escape, he used Force lightning to burn the cultists to crisps. The darkness was building inside him. Jedi Master. One of the greatest Jedi of his time, Dooku became a renowned Jedi Master. He constructed a new lightsaber with a curved hilt, ideally suited to his deft, elegant combat style. He also took on his own apprentices. The first was Rael Averross, who introduced him to Naboo Senator Sheev Palpatine, and the second, a young Qui-Gon Jinn.
You're a much wiser man than I, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Thanks to your teachings.
Dooku only became more disillusioned with the Jedi and the Republic, however.
You serve the Senate.
No. We serve the people of this republic.
While investigating a kidnapping, he saw how Senator Dagonet had neglected his people. Realizing that they had been driven to desperate measures, he took their side against the senator.
None shall defy me, not even you, Master Jedi.
He witnessed corruption again on Raxus Secundus, where rebels had turned on their senator for bleeding the planet dry, while Dooku remained loyal to the status quo. The words of these rebels left a deep mark.
Jedi are lapdogs of the Senate. Their bidding always comes first. It's evident throughout the galaxy. Jedi claim peace, but mostly keep law and order for the rich and powerful.
His resentment deepened when his departure from orders cost him a seat on the Jedi Council. Dooku apparently also had a third Padawan, but she fell to the dark side and had to be killed. An embarrassing episode for a Jedi Master. In 42 BBY, the friction between Dooku and the Council finally came to a head. Defying their orders, Dooku traveled to Sereno to help his sister Jenza overthrow their tyrannical brother Ramil. Leaving the Jedi Order to serve his people, he took on a new title, Count. Out of respect, the Jedi continued to allow Dooku access to the temple and call him Master, but the darkness in Dooku went further than anyone suspected. Exploiting Dooku's resentment towards the Republic, Darth Sidious had recruited Dooku to his cause. Dooku collaborated with an unwitting Sifo Dyas, who had foreseen an upcoming galactic conflict, in creating a clone army. To tie up loose ends, he had his old friend murdered and erased the location of Kamino from the Jedi archives.
Sifo Dyas, Camino, the clones. I have betrayed everyone and everything I know.
When Jedi Master Yaddle caught on to a secret, Dooku had a chance to return to the light.
Whatever you have done, you can make up for it now by bringing him to justice.
Remember what you told me. The Jedi blindly serve a corrupt Senate that fails the Republic it represents.
But he was already in too deep. In an intense duel, he defeated and executed her. In his desire for order and power, Dooku had truly become a creature of the dark side.
Let me give you peace, Master Yaddle.
With Sidious's apprentice Darth Maul assumed dead, Dooku took Maul's place as Darth Tyrannus. For years, Dooku kept a low profile, but behind the scenes, he was busy at work, fomenting opposition against the Republic. When he was ready in 24 BBY, he delivered his famous Raxus address, which denounced the Republic as futile, corrupt, and favoring the core worlds. He also began to prepare his own protégés, General Grievous, whose devastating accident he masterminded to rebuild Grievous as a cyborg, and fallen Jedi Asajj Ventress.
I can sense the darkness within you. I will teach you the ways of the dark side, but you must prove yourself first.
In order to keep his secret safe, he had Ventress execute his own sister. Founding the Confederacy of Independent Systems, he orchestrated the separatist crisis that sparked the first battle of the Clone Wars.
Our friends from the Trade Federation have pledged their support, and when their battle droids are combined with yours, we shall have an army greater than any in the galaxy. The Jedi will be overwhelmed.
During the battle, Dooku was more than a match for both Obi-Wan and Anakin. Only his former master Yoda was skilled enough to defeat him.
Fought well you have, my old Padawan.
This is just the beginning.
Nonetheless, he was able to escape and deliver the plans for the Death Star to Sidious. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Live by the sword. As a child, Dooku had been betrayed by a cruel father. In the end, betrayal would define his life. Since this is more about Dooku's origins, we won't go into too much detail about the Clone Wars here. Suffice it to say, during the conflict, Dooku betrayed his own apprentice, turning her and her fellow Night Sisters against him.
You have failed me for the last time. You are no longer my apprentice. And now, you shall die.
Both of his later apprentices, Savage Opress and Quinlan Vos, turned on him too. Dooku schemed against his own master, along with anyone who crossed him. Among his most heinous acts was the massacre of the Night Sisters through Grievous.
Doom is upon us, sister. Run. Save yourself.
Once a shining light in the Jedi Order, Dooku ultimately could not escape the tragedy of his past, and his life ended with a final betrayal.
Kill him now.
I shouldn't.
Do it.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.